All right, this should be getting easier for you. Thinking, TE versus TI. So what's thinking? It's reasons. Not logic, reasons. Why'd you buy this lawnmower? Oh, let me give you 10 reasons. Now you may use logic as a subpoint for those reasons, but it's reasons. Thinking is the opposite of feeling. What's feeling? Values. I like this lawnmower. Why? Because my dead grandmother gave it to me. That's why. Get off me. Oh, okay, sorry. So when you're working on typing people, you really got to know that everybody has thinking. Stupid. Look at the INFP, ISFP, ENFJ, and ESFJ. They all have thinking last. I'm thinking of one INFP in particular who's a business guy, and it's like, he has far better T than me. Real hard bar to jump over, I know. Just play along. You get people of these four types here, and if they're obsessing over whatever it is that they're F valuing, and then they have the double observers in the middle, and then they throw 20 or 30 years on that, it doesn't matter how far behind their T is, they get caught up. Why? Because if they really, really value this, FI value this or FE value that, and they're really paying attention to the observations, which they are because they got double observers in the middle, they see that their shit doesn't work if they're not standing on some solid T. This forces them to develop their T. So when people come and say, I really see this way of life that you value, it's really great, but what are some reasons that I should invest in it? I like it, I believe in you, but how do I know it's going to work down the road? And them developing that T gives them the ability to communicate to the tribe, here's my reasons, here's my TE reasons, my TI reasons, here's why you can trust this thing. So the point is this, if you're some INTJ or INTP and you think you're smarter than everyone, which you probably are, when you come across somebody out there that is one of these feeling dominant types and they have a better T than you, if your worldview of types isn't ready for that, you will always mistype them as somebody else. Why? Because your brain says they can't exist. All right, so let's get into it. The best way to think about thinking, right, is just that it's reasons and it's a human tool. It's in contrast to feeling, which is more of an ancient animalistic valuing tool. So all animals are more feeling dominant. They just value, I like this, I don't like this, I'm afraid of this. Thinking now gives the reason. So the ancient pioneers are like, hey, I'm in my nice, cozy village. Why would I ever want to leave? It's the later human mind that starts to develop the N of like, I know things are good now, but things might be bad in the future. And then the T says, I know we value this land we live in now, but there might be some good reasons for us to leave what we value and go look over on the other side of that mountain. And it's the humans that can do this consciously. Animals just kind of wander around like idiots. So let's jump in real quick to the Google to see how to do this wrong. You get your TI, introverted thinking, thinks internally, non-confrontational, inductive logic, organizing ideas, we know what that is, and detached. Yeah, sure, they are kind of assholes. TE, thinks out loud, pragmatic, confrontational, needs objective proof, deductive logic. The thing with thinking is that it's exactly the same thing. Whether it's TI or TE, it's 100% the same. The only difference is the TI is focusing in on one specific area according to their identity, and TE is looking at the wider spectrum for tribe validation. But as far as do they use deductive or inductive, like, go talk to your uncle who's lead TI. Be like, hey, yeah, do you not use deductive logic? And watch what he does. Somebody with strong T wants all the tools, all the reasons. A TI is going to think out loud. They're going to be pragmatic. They're going to be confrontational. They're going to need objective proof. They're going to use deductive logic. Why? Because he's trying to work on his car and get it fixed, and he wants to know that he actually can get the damn car working. Does the TI guy know that he's got to communicate with others? Yes. Does he got to look at the spectrum of other cars and learn from other people? Yes. And then the same way the other way around with the TE. TE is constantly thinking internally because they're comparing the different reasons of the tribe. They're often more non-confrontational. Why? Because they have the need for tribe validation. They're trying to please people and use inductive logic all day long, organizing ideas. Well, no, that's the observer stuff. And then detached. That's just depending on whether you're an asshole or not. These Google pages are shooting flares, getting you to chase the wrong stuff. They're taking a hodgepodge of symptoms that are kind of anecdotally true sometimes and generally true. I mean, we get what they're saying here. But if you were to specifically try and take this out to the field with a checklist and try and type people with this shit, yeah, that's going to break down real fast. So with the TE versus TI, what you really narrow in on is the human needs. So TI you're looking for is this person's identity about these reasons. And then are they then using FE to see if other people like these reasons? And then the TE is, are they using their reasons to communicate with the tribe and look for tribe validation? Hey, I've got these really good reasons. Does the tribe like it? Do you think I'm cool because of these good reasons? And then the TE person is coming from the identity of their FI. See some big ENTJ or ESTJ who dominates the reason spectrum. And then you go, why are you doing this? Like, oh, because I want to be a good dad. He's got some emotional value that he's attached to. Then you ask some ENFJ or ESFJ, you're really good at working with people and caring about what they like and making everybody get on board and like what you're doing, even though it's weird, random shit. Why are you doing this? And they go, oh, because because this is my truth. This is what I believe in. And I'll give out some logical reasons. It's very interesting. So if you're playing the Myers-Briggs game and you're tracking the surface level, you are missing who you're really talking to. You're missing the core of real people.